today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got this chunky glitter cut crease. Please excuse my voice, I have a cold. Hopefully you can't hear too much in this little voiceover. But we're going to go ahead and jump in. Everything that I will be using will be in the description box. And first things first, I'm going to prime my lid using the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal Perfect in the color 0910, I believe. And I'm just going to use that to prime my lids, of course. So for eyeshadow, first I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place, the Zulu palette, and I'm going to take that blue shade, and that is going to go in my transition area more towards the inner corner. So once I have that blue nice and blended out, I'm going to go into the Festival palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to take that hot pink, and that's going to go on the outer edge of my transition area. And as you guys can see, I'm winging that end off because I want a nice cat eye look. Here you guys can see that I went back into that blue just to blend it into the pink to make this pretty deep purpley shade. And I did the same thing for my outer corner and blend that into my crease as well. Next, I'm going to cut my crease using that same 2-in-1 by Milani that I used to prime my lid. And just to make sure everything stayed nice and sharp, I took a makeup wipe and I just sharpened that line up. And then I followed that with my concealer to finish off my cut crease. Yeah, I also winged it out, as you guys can see. So just take your time with that. Make sure it's pretty neat. It doesn't have to be perfect because the glitter is just going to sit on top of that anyway. But still, take your time. And here I'm just cleaning it up with a smaller brush. Next is to add the glitter. I used this nice chunky blue glitter that I almost got everywhere. It has some nice pink specks in it as well. And then that pink thinner glitter, and that also has some blues and purples in it. And here I'm just putting some glue on my lid before actually applying the glitter. And I just used lash glue for that. And first I'm applying that chunky blue glitter. And I'm adding that everywhere that it's easier to add it. And then the thinner glitter is just for the areas that I couldn't really pack on the chunky glitter. This is my first time using glitter, you guys. So yeah, it was kind of tricky for me at first, but I got it down and it actually came out cute. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is the thinner glitter right here. And let me stop talking so much. So jumping to skin really quick, I'm using two Smashbox primers. One is a pore perfecting primer and one is just a foundation primer, and I'm going to work both of those into my skin. And for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in 355 Coconut. I used to think that this foundation wasn't really the best match for me, but oddly, at this time of year, it's actually really blending into my skin nicely. So I guess that this is like my fallish, winterish foundation shade, if you guys have a similar skin tone to mine. For concealer, I'm going to be using two e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealers. I cannot remember the names of them right now, but I will leave them inside the description box. But the first shade I'm just going to use to highlight, you know, under my eyes, my forehead, around my mouth, my chin, my nose. And then I take the lighter shade and I just use that to brighten under my eyes and just a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And I blend that all together. I like to blend my concealer from the outside in. That gives me a nice gradient look and also more coverage. And I also like to work in sections now, as you guys have probably noticed if you've been watching my videos for a while. But working in sections really helps, so that's just a little tip. When I'm finished highlighting, I also like to go over with my foundation brush just to blend everything together and make sure that it's nice and seamless. So next is contouring, and I'm going to be using the Black Opal True Color Foundation Stick in the color Black Walnut. Yeah, please ignore that crease from my headband. Of course, I was trying to lay my edges and make sure the wig was laying down, so yeah, I got a little crease, but just ignore that. Next, to set the places that I highlighted, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring kit, highlighting and contouring kit, and I'm just going to be using the highlighting powder just to set everything in place. So jumping back into the eyes, I'm taking that bright pink shade again, and I'm just putting that on my lower lash line, and then I'm also going to take that blue again and blend that towards the front. I'm also going to go back into the Zulu palette and take that shimmery blue, and that's also going to go on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to move on to contouring and bronzing. So first I'm going to take that Sculpt shade to bronze up a little bit, and then I'm going to take the contouring shade to contour, of course, and I'm going to use that in the same places that I use my cream contour. I just like to use a powder to actually set my cream, so that is why I go in with both. Lately, I've been contouring my nose with just powder instead of cream, and it looks way more realistic, you guys. That's just a nice nose contouring tip. And for blush, I just use that bright pink from the Festival palette, and I put it in the usual places, my cheeks, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. And next I'm going to set all of this using the Maybelline Master Fix, and then I'm going to use my sponge to press all of that in just so that it's nice and blended. And now I'm going to highlight all of my usual places using the Too Faced Prismatic highlighter in You Light Up My Life. This set was just extra, but I'm just using a brow gel from Shop Miss A to set my brows in place so that they won't move around. Then I'm going to add some mascara to my bottom lashes right before I line my lips. And now I'm just lining my lips using a dark brown lip liner. I wasn't sure what type of lip color I was going to go for, but dark brown liners pretty much go with everything, so this is my go-to. So I had decided to go in with two L'Oreal lipsticks. I cannot remember the name of them to save my life, but they're from the Color Riche line. And then that is the finished look, you guys. I wasn't really sure where this look was going to take me when I first sat down in the chair, but it actually came out really good. Again, this is my first time working with loose glitter, but I actually really like it. I'll be sure to leave the link to the two glitters that I use down below, and I will also leave the link to the actual whole glitter shop online. The site is made by a beautiful self-made boss by the name of Riche Faces. So you guys, please check her out, support her. She makes some of the best glitter mixes. But I will see you guys in my next video. Please be sure that you're subscribed. And yeah, you guys, that is it. So, bye.